27 Premier League predictions. This is actually my first video on my channel, so let me know any feedback. Bear in mind that I'm very new to ASMR, and also this is very early in terms of transfers, so a lot of clubs could change their teams, and not many big teams have made a lot of transfers. As of right now, Elliot Anderson has just signed with Manchester City for around 120 million. That's about the latest transfer we've got, so I'm going to be doing it on this whiteboard. I'll try my best to give you some ASMR, and yeah, let me know feedback. So the way we're going to do this, I'm going to start with 20th place. 20th place. We are going with newly promoted Hull City. Hull City. And the reason we're going Hull City is because they overperformed massively. They only just reached the playoffs actually. On the last day they just reached 6th place, getting quite a late goal. And obviously they managed to beat Southampton, they managed to beat Millwall and also Middlesbrough, which is a big achievement, but I just don't think their squad's anywhere near good enough. And they also might be getting a point deduction, because I don't know if their squad, if they spent too much or something, I can't remember the exact reason, but Hull City seem pretty nil to me, but if they prove me wrong, then fair play. 19th. Could this be another newly promoted team? So the other newly promoted teams is Ipswich and Coventry. Now I actually think Ipswich will go down, and they will be 19th. Again, similar to Hull City, I mean Ipswich are slightly better, but I just don't think they're going to be strong enough. They're going to have to make some pretty big signings. I'm a Chelsea fan. I do hope that Liam Delap goes back to Ipswich, because bloody hell, he was horrendous for us last season, and I think Ipswich would have him back, so hopefully they do. Okay, in 18th place. In 18th, this is a little bit of a tricky one, because obviously Coventry could be down there. Obviously Spurs only just survived last season. West Ham went down. I think Spurs will do a lot better the next season. They're actually making some big transfers, and they're actually proving that they are not as bad as they should be. They should not be 17th. But anyway, Newcastle I think could be down there. I think Eddie Howe might get sacked. I think he'll probably be one of the first managers sacked. That's my prediction. Oh, who do I go with here? Who do I go with? I'm just having a look across. Give me 1 second. I'm just having a look at my screen at the clubs, the options. Sunderland obviously got Europe. Newcastle had a very poor season, and a lot of their players are getting linked to it. Nottingham Forest could be interesting. They've just lost Elliot Anderson. Maybe lose Gibbs White as well. That's big. And Leeds were very good last season actually. I'll tell you what, this is quite a tough one. It's quite a strong Premier League. Do I think Coventry will survive? I've got a feeling Coventry do survive. I just have a feeling. This is actually a tough one for 18th. Very tough one. Who do I think's going down? Brentford had a very good season. Brighton wouldn't. Chelsea, no. I'd love to put Spurs there, but no. I actually really think Newcastle are going to struggle. Do you know what? Fuck it. You only live once. I've just got this feeling with Newcastle. I've got this feeling. I'm going Newcastle to go down. That is my bold prediction. I think there's going to be an upset. It's quite a strong Premier League actually. I do think Coventry will finish around 16th, 17th. I'm going to go Coventry. Coventry in 17th. Lampard, I think that'd be a success if they can keep him in the league. Then I think that'll be a big success. In 16th, I'm not going to have loads of room here, am I? In 16th, I mean Everton. Good. Everton. Dewsbury Hall. Everton, Forest. I think Forest 16th. I think Forest might struggle next season. I really do, because obviously losing Elliot Anderson's very big. I think Nico Williams is linked away as well. Gibbs White, obviously. This is the problem they have. They're going to have to replace them. I mean, they've got 120 million to replace Elliot Anderson with, so we'll see who they buy. But for now, I just think Forest 16th, 15th. I am going to go with Everton. Everton 15th. Pickford's not getting any younger. I do think he had a very good season last season. They're going to have to replace, obviously, Coleman, who's just retired at right back. Do need a centre half, really. Bramthwaite needs to stay fit. James Garner had a very, very good season. Dewsbury Hall, very good. Grealish probably won't go back, I don't think. But yeah, Everton, I think they'll have to make some good signings to push on, really. So I'm going to go Everton 15th. I'm going to go 14th now. 14th. So, teams in this sort of category. Maybe Sunderland. I've got a feeling Sunderland don't do as well. Because they've got Europe now. I'm not sure Sunderland do as good. I mean, genuinely Spurs. There's questions. I do think Spurs are going to be a bit higher next season because they're taking the transfers window very serious, as they should. They're linked with the likes of Tonali. They've been linked with some good players, obviously signed Van Hecker as well. Just signed Dubravka on a free, which is, I don't know. It looks like they might be trusting Kinski in goal. Right, Brentford. Brentford have got Europe as well. Do you know what? I'm going to go Brentford in 14th. I think with them having midweeks as well, you need that squad depth. Going from playing midweek to the weekends, I think Brentford might struggle a little bit. 14th, so 13th now. 13th. In 13th place. I mean, Fulham are losing Harry Wilson on a free agent. Who else have we got? We've got Fulham. Maybe. No, not Palace. Brighton. Bournemouth did very well. Spurs. Spurs could improve massively. Leeds were unreal though. Leeds are my dark horses. I really like the look of Leeds. They went unbeaten for something like 15 games last season. They started a bit rough, but yeah, started doing really well. Do you know what I'm going to go with? Have I got Fulham yet? I'm going to go Fulham. Fulham 13th. They have got Arbeloa as manager now. Marco Silva has left, so bit of very unknown territory. I mean, Spanish managers put 2 and 2 together. Spanish managers. I mean, as a Chelsea fan, I'm hoping Xabi Alonso's the next big thing. So I don't really know much about Fulham in terms of like what they're going to be like, who they're going to sign. I think they really need to stop conceding so many goals. I bloody have them in I had them in fantasy football anyway, like Leno. I used to have Bassey and Robinson and stuff, but they never keep clean sheets, so Fulham need to sort out that defence. Arbeloa needs to make them a bit harder to beat. I mean, that's bloody obvious, but yeah, unknown territory. every hour below her. But I think 13th still pretty respectable. Next up, I think I'm going to go Sunderland here. I think that'd be a very good season once again. I mean, Brian Brobby in the World Cup's looking bloody incredible. And Tolafi ended the season incredibly. Mukiele, incredible. Bruce is a very good goalkeeper. I think if they could strengthen a little bit more, they could have a really good season. I just think they're going to suffer in the league a little bit more. But I do think they could go far in Europe. I've got a feeling they'll take Europe quite serious. And I do think Sunderland, all in all, will have quite a good season. 12th and like a high finish in Europe. So I don't know who that leaves me. Brentford. So we've got the likes of Brighton left. I've got Leeds left. I've got Crystal Palace. Spurs. Spurs have had so many fucking injuries though. I just think Spurs are going to fly up the table. As a Chelsea fan as well, that's me saying that. I've just got a feeling Spurs will improve a lot. Palace are always really strong. They are potentially going to lose Adam Morton and Lacroix. Lacroix's heavily linked to Chelsea as of right now. And obviously they lost Matt Gay. Do you know what? I'm going to go Palace. They lost Gay early in January. Crystal Palace in 11th place, which leads us into, I'm going to go down from here because this is a bit of an awkward angle. In 10th place, right in 10th, who does that? Spurs, Leeds in the top 10 would be a big season. I don't know if they finish much higher than 10th, like, looking at the other teams. I think I might go with Leeds. I'm going to go Leeds 10th. Leeds, which is a very respectable season for Leeds. And I think as a club size and club fan base and stuff, I think they deserve it. I mean, we played a mass season and bloody hell, that first game especially, they battered us. I mean, Tosin gifted them, I think, twice in that game. We were absolutely horrendous, and yeah, Goodmanson looked absolutely insane that game. And believe it or not, he's actually linked with Chelsea right now. Which is quite mad. Right now in 9th place, I think I'm going to go Brighton. I'm just hope I'm not missing any teams, but yeah, Brighton in 9th place. Which again, solid. They've just lost Van Hecker, so they'll have to replace him. But you know what Brighton's like. They'll go to bloody South America or the Dutch League and they'll find someone for really cheap. And he'll probably be bloody good. So, Brighton in 9th. I think that's a solid season for them. 8th place, I'm going to go with Spurs. A big improvement to last season. On the verge of relegation on the last day, very close. But I think they're going to improve a lot. They're going to get a ton of injuries back, which is big. And they're also strengthening, they're taking their transfer window very serious. I think Madison be back, Kulusevski if he's back. They need some wingers. They're getting linked with all sorts of players tonally. Like I said, they've got Van Hecker at the back. Yeah, I just see Spurs improving a lot. And then 7th place, this is where it gets quite bloody tricky. Right. So we've got the likes of Bournemouth, we've got Villa. Chelsea in there. Liverpool, Man City, Man U. Is that all of them? I think it is. Bloody hell. Oh, this is actually hard. That top 7's always really hard to choose. Bournemouth are in Europe as well, aren't they? they can keep holding him at left back, what a bloody signing he was. Petrovic was starting to come good. James Hill looked incredible. They've lost Senesi on a free, so they'll have to replace him. But again, Bournemouth are really good at scouting. Tavernier's always solid. Alex Scott, what a season Alex Scott had. If they can keep hold of him as well. I think I'm going to go Bournemouth 7th though. I think the other teams are just really strong. But no disrespect to Bournemouth, because I do think they could very easily finish higher than 7th. It's just quite difficult. And in 6th place. In 6th place. Liverpool, they've got Iraola's manager next season. A lot of question marks. I mean, if they sign Diamande, that's going to be bloody annoying, because he's very good. Manchester United, I really see having a good season next season, even though they've got Europe. Like last season, they did pretty well, but they had no Europe, so they just focused on the league. And they also got knocked out of domestic cups very early, so they literally only had the league to focus on for most of the season. But I've got a feeling Man U do well. Chelsea, I'm a Chelsea fan. I'll put Chelsea 6th. Xabi Alonso coming in. We've lost Cucurella at left back. I think it's going to be a complete new system. A back three, wing backs. We need a winger. Really need a winger. We might lose Enzo Fernandez as well. This right wing back we've signed, Palestra, don't know too much about him. He looks good off highlights, but you can't judge a player off highlights. Lacroix, very solid for Palace, good season, but he wasn't a back five, so there's questions about that. I'm going to have to go Chelsea. It hurts, because I love Xabi. We've got such a good team. No, I'm going Aston Villa. Morgan Rogers might leave Aston Villa, but again, I can't disrespect Villa too much. They're a very good side. The thing with Chelsea as well is we don't have Europe, so we can literally just focus on the league. And we're changing our strategy a little bit. Top 5 now, so that leaves us Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, Man U, Manchester City, obviously losing Pep Guardiola. He's massive. There's a lot. I think most of the big new teams all have new managers. Liverpool, Iraola, Chelsea, Xabi Alonso, Manchester City, Maresca. Arsenal are the only ones really. Still got Arteta. I mean, Aston Villa, to be fair, Unai Emery does an amazing job. I just think money-wise, they might lose some of the key players. Are Chelsea better than the other 4? I might be biased here. I'm going Man U 5th. I'm going Man U 5th. For mainly the reason I said earlier. They had a very good season last season. I actually think Man U are very good. They are losing Casemiro though, so they're going to have to strengthen in midfield. I don't know who that's going to be. I mean, they're linked with Tonali as well. Them and Spurs are going after him. They've lost out on Elliot Anderson, of course, because he's got the Man City. Maybe they go for Alex Scott or something like that, I don't know. They're going to need a couple of players, maybe Fernandes from West Ham. But yeah, midweeks. Bruno Fernandes had an absolutely incredible season. Can he do it again? I mean, he probably will. But I just think they're going to have way more games, like ridiculously. They probably won't get knocked out as early in FA Cup, League Cup as well. They can have way more games. And but I do think 5th still a good season. That does lead us on to. So that leaves us with Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea and Man City. That's a strong top four. Now Liverpool's a tough one because they've been all over the shop. Absolutely all over the shop. Iraola, done very well at Bournemouth. Can he do a good job at Liverpool? Can he get the best out of Virts? Isak. You've got Ekatike. Salah's obviously leaving, but it looks like they're going to replace him with probably Diamande. Got Szoboszlai, who had an incredible season. I mean, Van Dijk's not getting any younger, but he's still a very good centre back, really. Frimpong. I think I'm going to have to put Chelsea fourth, even though we can just focus on the league. I just think the other teams are slightly more stronger. I'm going to be putting third, second. It's hard to write down here. I hope you can see this okay, by the way. So in third, second and first. So the question here is, can Arsenal go back to back? It's one of the hardest things you can do. Go back to back. I think Arsenal, I mean, don't get me started, I could make a whole video on Arsenal. I am a Chelsea fan as well, but the football they play, everything about Arsenal, I can't stand. I literally cannot stand. One rule change for next season, by the way, is they're going to crack down on the grappling in the box. So on set pieces, on throw-ins, on corners, we're not going to see Gabriel, hopefully. We're not going to see bloody Saliba, Rice doing piggybacks and grappling and holding defenders off and all that, because they have been doing the dark arts all season and getting away with it. And they've scored a ridiculous amount of set pieces. I honestly, hand on heart, didn't think they'd win the league. I didn't think they'd be able to maintain just scoring scrappy goals, but they managed to do it. However, with Arsenal, I think they're going to have a really good transfer window, and it scares me. They're linked to like Bruno Guimaraes from Newcastle, who I think could be absolutely insane for him and Rice in the midfield. Fucking bloody, like, wow. And a left winger, I think they need. Maybe Leao. Not sure on Rafael Leao, but maybe Leao. I mean, they should go all out for Diamande as well, really. I'm pretty sure he can play on the left as well. Liverpool. I think I'm going to go Liverpool in third place. Am I going to go Liverpool in third place? I am going to go Liverpool in third place, but I feel like it's tough. I feel like Liverpool can improve a lot. I think they have to. Under Iraola, I think he's going to have a solid season. Kirkes, obviously, he's worked under him. Should hopefully get the best. Well, not hopefully, because I don't like Liverpool, but should get the best out of Kirkes. They've lost Kanate. They've obviously signed Jacques, but he's had a long-term injury, so they're going to need a centre-back, really. They're going to need a centre-back. Probably a right-back as well. I wouldn't trust Frimpong. Bradley's injured a lot. I think if they strengthen a couple of positions, I think they could easily be back first or second, to be honest. But as of right now, boom. Which leaves us first and second. I don't know how well you can see that. My right's a bit tilted, a bit skew with, a bit diagonal. You might be asleep by now, if you're not asleep. And if you're even watching by now, let me know in the comments, I appreciate it. Please do drop a like and subscribe. But second place we're going to Arsenal. Your luck will run out. The refs will get cracked down on all your shit. And you'll still have a very good season. And I'll probably go far in bloody Europe again. But Enzo Maresca's Manchester City, midfield of Rodri and Ellie Anderson. Haaland's looking absolutely insane, as always in the World Cup. But yeah, just think Maresca, I think that'll be a big statement. Man City getting back up there. I think if they sign Mark Gay at the start of the season, and obviously Semenyo scored some pretty important goals. I think they would have probably won the league over Arsenal. They just started a bit rocky. That January transfer window was big. But yeah, Nico O'Reilly was incredible. Nunes is very good. Kusanov's improved a lot. Gavardia was injured a lot as well last season and he's back. Cherky, wow. Cherky's such a big game player. Who else? We've got Doku. Doku's insane. Absolutely insane. And I rate Enzo Maresca really highly as a Chelsea fan. I think with what he was given, he was incredible and he was the start of our downfall really. All he wanted was a centre back and he ended up falling out of our board. Didn't give him a centre back. Imagine we got like a Maggie under Maresca, like we used to control games, especially in big games. We were so good in big games. That's one thing for Man City, like in big games we were always, we'd go into the game as underdogs and we'd always end up doing really well. So that's my prediction. Let me know what you guys think. I might do an updated prediction as we get all the transfers. But I think this is a spoiler. I think I've nailed every single one. I hope I'm wrong. I hope Chelsea come first. Of course, Xabi Alonso ball, bring it home. I'll cry if he does. But yeah, please like, subscribe. If you've got any advice for improvements, let me know. And I'll catch you in the next one.